I mentioned I'm going to be doing this drawing with this surreal hand with a mouth on it. I'm so excited. I got started a little early and I started doing the outline so that we can just like have fun and like fill in the shading. I think it's going to be really cool. So yeah, hope you guys are doing good today. I had so much fun yesterday. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. So yeah, I'll give everyone a minute to come in. I guess I'll start shading. Where did my pencil go? All right. I hope everyone had a delicious breakfast. Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining. How's it going today? Hi, Fonzo. Welcome. How's it going for you today? Thank you for joining. Hi and welcome. A whole bunch of people just came in. Good morning. I'm working on this hand. It's kind of surreal. And right now I'm focusing on the shading. Poopy says that's a nice hand, but can you draw the other one? What other one? The shading on this one's going to be kind of intense. I'm going to show you my reference again. So it's like very dark on the underside, and then there's like lighter patches. Like we're going to do a light patch. It's going to be kind of like that. This will be way mellower, I think. It's going to be just like later like that. You guys have some interesting usernames today. I think this needs to go a little lower. This should only go up to like here. There's like a bulbous kind of chin thing going on here. The little white highlight here. I guess I'll start shading in this side. So, yeah, how was everyone's day yesterday? I went to Meow Wolf. That's a little dark right there. It's supposed to be like lighter. Try again. In the reference, these cross-hatching lines are like very decisive, and I'm finding it a little challenging to be that decisive right now. Let's see. But I really like the way like the bones and tendons are defined in this drawing. So maybe I can start with that. Okay. Hey, welcome. A couple people just came in. So yesterday I went to Meow Wolf. I posted a picture of one of my favorite exhibits that I found when I was there. And it was definitely really fun. It felt like being in, like, if someone built a very crude version of a Bjork video, that's what it felt like. Um, there was, it's like if you had a very elaborate, like, jungle gym or like a haunted house or something, and every room was like a different installation. Like, if you've ever been to like Lightning in a Bottle or like something like that, where there's art installations that are interactive and you can go like experience different exhibits, like usually designed to stimulate like multiple senses. So there might be a like a puzzle game with lights, or there was one room where I was sitting. There was like a spaceship room where the seat is reclined into the ground, and so you're making when you push the buttons, your body feels the vibrations. And like that's like a tactile sensory kind of exhibit. Or another room like had a smell to it, like it had a like a flowery smell to it. Or one room was like a bunch of tubes with synthesizers hooked up, so when you tap on like a tube you can tap out a melody or a rhythm. Or there was like a giant fake like dinosaur skeleton, and you could hammer on it um with like mallets, and like some of the bones would make pitches. So that was like very cool. And then like there was also a story. So there was like a story of like a little boy who had slipped into a different plane of consciousness. And like you had to find codes to get in the safe to like see more documents that would kind of reveal what had happened to the little boy. Um, so that was pretty fun. Um, and then the coolest part was I got to see this one exhibit by an artist called Tanya Schultz. And it was called Pip and Pop. And I posted a photo of it in the community tab if you want to go check it out. So, Tanya Schultz creates these landscapes of these like pastel textures. So, like, if you could imagine like pastel rainbow pom poms and like tinsel, it's like pink fuzzy rolling hills, and it's like a little unsettling how cutesy it is. But I thought like I've been inspired by that artist for a while. So when I started doing mixed media, um, I used a photo of her work like in one of my mixed media projects. Like at the time I didn't know what I wanted to do artistically. Um, so I kind of was just like cutting out photos and vision boarding and cutting and pasting and stuff. Um, and I used some photos of her work like on my vision boards or in my like junk journal. And so I was so surprised when I actually ran into it. Like, oh my God, this is so cool. I've loved this artist for a long time. So that was a treat. I was very excited about. Dude, this is gonna be a challenge today, guys. Like trying to create the appropriate shading on this drawing is like, I don't know, man. It's very dark. It's gonna be a challenge. We're gonna keep going because, as I have seen from live drawing, the more I just put in details, the more it starts to make sense. So I'm asking you to bear with me and be a little patient, and maybe it'll make sense in an hour or so. Um, I'm gonna color in this little void. I feel like that'll make me feel better. It's supposed to be just totally black. What else happened to Meow Wolf? Oh yeah, one thing I loved about Meow Wolf is just how far they took each joke. Like if you look around the house or the different exhibits, like there's all these little details everywhere. So like in the very beginning you walk into this like house and it looks like a normal house, but as you walk through you notice stuff is a little weird. Like you can step through the fireplace to like an ice world, or like you open up the fridge, like there's an eerie light coming from the fridge, and so you walk through the fridge and then you end up in this like space portal that transports you to like five different places. So like the first thing I did was I walked through the fireplace and there's like an ice world, and that's where the dinosaur was, where you could like knock the bones and it would make music. So that was cool. It's like very surreal. And then when I go into like there's like an alien world, there's like a an alien travel portal. And then there's like five different places you can go. There's like a forest realm, there's like a beach realm, etc., etc. Stuff like that. And like I feel like the forest portal, like that's like kind of the main area, I feel like. So I went in there And that was my favorite because there's like it's very softly lit. There's like um fake leaves hanging from the ceiling, and it's like a bunch of different rainbow LEDs, and it's just fantastical, I guess. And in the tree leaves there's like fake birds, so there's like an owl flying. Or like there's a whole bunch of crows hidden all over the place. So it's like it's very interesting. There's a ton of stuff to look at. Why doesn't this look like a shape? Why? Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought this would look more like a shape. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Hopefully, eventually, it will look like a shape. Okay, so there's a couple cross hatches here, and then let's see. Maybe we'll darken some of these. That might help. Yeah, all right. I guess this could be a little darker down here. I'm gonna commit to this a little more. Makes me a little nervous. So many smudges. I should start using like parchment paper. Okay, maybe I should commit to like some more dark spots. That might help. Create a little more shape here. Okay. Might go in a little deeper with this lip shadow. That's starting to look more right. I think, okay. I don't know why I go through this every time. I always think it's a disaster, and then the more I work on it, the better it gets. Okay. I'm going to create some shape here. Let's see. It's a little smudgy, but I'll live with it. Okay. And there's almost like a little heart shape here. Isn't that cute? It is so cute. All right. And then okay. I'm going to sharpen again. I'm going to see if I can zoom in on this so you get a better view of what's happening. I'm going to zoom out a little. Get some of the lip detail going on. Okay. And so here we have like a couple shape lines. And then something coming from here, giving a little shape. And then this is like shorter. And then, yeah. So then I've got some of these bow lines coming out to the side. There's even like an extra little like thing here. All right. That's pretty good. But then there's also like, I think these go like all the way up. And they're pretty dark. Okay, then so just a couple tooth lines. Okay. Zoom out a little. Kind of remind us where we're at. Context. The shading almost looks like the style of a comic book a little bit. I'm gonna sharpen a little bit. Oh gosh, there's so many details. Which, like, I'm not complaining because this is a really fun drawing. But I need to remind myself if it doesn't look perfect immediately, it's probably because there's still a lot to do. Okay, this guy. All right. We're getting there. Okay, I will return. Give me one moment. Hi, and welcome back. I'm going to continue on this drawing. I haven't really done shading in this style before, and it's proving a little challenging, but it's starting to look really cool. I'm glad you've decided to join. I'm super excited to have anybody hanging out today. I always like to say, if you're hanging out with me, you are legally required to tell me anything delicious that you're eating. Or if you're drawing anything, drawing along with me. You know what I might do from now on? I might start posting the links to all the references so you guys can draw the same drawing with me if you want. I might do that. I'm gonna see if I can edit this video from YouTube. You know what? I'm gonna make those available on the Patreon. From now on, before all my live streams, I'm gonna post the references. And if you want to join me and draw along with me, check the Patreon. So my Patreon, you don't have to pay to join. Support is always appreciated, but there is an all access chat for people who are not members. So if you want to see what's up, you want to draw along with me, please check out my Patreon. It's Mad Scientician. I'll pull it up right here so you can see. So I'm Mad Scientician. SCIENTICIAN. And what I'm gonna do in the all access chat, I'm gonna post a link to the reference I'm using right now. And if you want to draw it with me, you can join. At some point, I will link my Pinterest, and then you can always just check my Pinterest. Or you know what? My drawing references are private on Pinterest. I'm going to post this reference in the Patreon, all access for even people who are not paying. You can come chat, find a reference, and draw this super cool hand along with me. Hi, Mike. What's up, Mike? I'm just letting one. Mike, Beachy Squad. I know a lot of Mikes. Which Mike are you? I might remember you. Here we go. No, I want to know who you are. Where would I remember you from? Where did I meet you? I meet a ton of people, but I love when people are like, "Oh, do you remember me?" Okay, you guys. So, if you're joining and you want to draw along with me, I just posted the reference in the all access group chat on Patreon. So you don't have to pay to access this. There will be like exclusive content in the future, but right now, if you want to find me, Mad Scientician on Patreon, that's where you'll find the references posted. So it's patreon.com/mad scientician. Scienti CIAN. So yeah. I hope you join. I hope you draw along with. Mike, you told me to draw a hawk girl. Okay. Yeah, okay. So if you guys were here, that's Mothman. Where's hawk girl? Here it is. Okay. Mike asked me to draw a hawk girl once on stream, and I realized I have some perspective problems. But I'll try again. Like, I'm gonna keep working on my perspective. Thank you for coming back, Mike. I appreciate you. That was fun. Thank you again for your suggestion, and thanks for coming back. I love having people come back. That was a fun drawing. I remember thinking, like, that was a good suggestion. I remember that was a day where I just, like, wasn't really sure what I was gonna do. I totally forgot I had a whole Pinterest board of ideas. And it's, like, simple. Oh, it's not high enough. I need to rethink this line. That's okay. There is gonna be like a little line that's pretty close to the bottom of the finger. Oof, there's a scratchy noise going on in my pencil. It's a little better. This actually isn't a line that's really there. I'm gonna get rid of that. There we go. All right. And then above that, it's like up here or something. And then there's another one here. And this is going to give us like an outline for a whole bunch of our cross hatching. I don't think I ever drew Wonder Woman. If I said that, I was mistaken. What I did draw was I drew a picture of it was like Catwoman or something, like from Batman the Animated Series. Because I used to like that show when I was a kid. I thought it was really well done. Okay. So I feel like what's missing is there's some hatching here. I feel like this even goes in a little more. I don't think I ever watched Batman Beyond. I feel like that was a little bit after my time. Oh, that needs to be lighter. Okay. Okay, that's not bad actually. We're getting there. Okay, this has a very dark top line. There we go. That looks much better. Oh, there's even like a little bit of a curved line this way and some cross hatching coming down here. And there's like a little triangle here. Okay. Okay, now there's a couple things going on. There is a knuckle here. And there's some cross hatching. You know, one of the weirdest realizations I've ever had in my life is like I'm a very sociable person, but I seem to do my best work alone. Like, I don't know, sometimes my mind is still blown about how that works. Um, like I always have this urge to like collaborate with people, but then when I collaborate with other people, like I have very specific ideas about what I want to happen. And sometimes it creates a lot of friction actually. And like when I'm by myself, I can just do whatever I want. And so when there's no other people to consider, I just love doing whatever I want. I feel like I just have so much more clarity. Or maybe that won't be true forever. Maybe I'll get better at it. Maybe I'll get better at understanding what other people want and like how to work around my own and other people's limitations because sometimes it feels overwhelming to work around just my own limitations. Let alone take into account like somebody else. Yeah. Oh, why is this so exhausting? I mean, it's a really cool picture, but I am like, oh man. Sometimes this kind of shading feels like my brain is firing all cylinders at max capacity. Like we're using all the juice we have. I'm going to remind everyone if you're joining and you want to draw along with me, you should check out the all access member chat. So it's free to everyone. So if you want to see the reference I'm using, you can check out my Patreon, Mad Scientician, and there's a chat that's open to everybody, and I'm gonna post the references, and you can come join and draw with me. Okay. This is a little bit curved at the bottom. Something about this is weird, but I'm gonna work with it. Whatever. I've clearly made this hand too long, or this shadow too long, or this finger, but I'm gonna work with it. Let's see. I'm gonna try to zoom in on the part that I'm shading. It's, you know what? Maybe it's not too long. It looks like I've made it too thin. If I fatten it up a little, that might fix some of the problem. Okay. So now, okay. And then there's just a little bit of hatching that comes up above these lines. And then there's like a right angle right here. And there's another right angle. It's like a little, I don't know, it's like that. Okay. It's like a little square. And this, do I ever draw anime characters? I haven't yet. You know what show? I've only seen a couple animes, but like I did really like Full Metal Alchemist. One of my favorite artists, like the way she draws faces, like she draws a lot of anime characters, so I feel like I should draw some anime characters. Like I feel like it would help me. Um, Maybe I'll draw some Full Metal Alchemist characters. That's like my favorite anime. Okay, let's see how we're doing on the big picture. This is starting to look pretty cool. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, what still has to be done? Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. All right. It's looking pretty good. Guys, I'm gonna have to have more material. I've been getting done with these drawings in like an hour. These drawings used to take me like 4 hours to do. There's like a bone here. I think that's all. Have I finished? Let's zoom out and see how our progress is. So here's our reference, which, by the way, I mentioned I've posted in the Patreon chat, which is available to everyone. You do not have to pay. So if you want to draw along with me, or if you want to go back and restart the video, you can go check out patreon.com/madscientician. And in the all access group chat, there is this reference of what I'm drawing today, and you can follow along with me. So yeah. I'm going to clean up some of these smudges. Thank you for joining me today. I'm guessing maybe 11 a.m. isn't the best time to live stream. I'm going to have to figure it out. Okay, you guys. Thank you for joining me. I'll be on again tomorrow. I'll post what time. I think I gotta find a time that works for everybody. Thank you for joining me. I hope you draw along with me tomorrow. Check out the Patreon and I'll put the references up there. Thank you so much, guys. See you tomorrow.